2020 has been an unprecedented year so far, dominated by the COVID-19 pandemic, and agriculture has had its share of stories. Leading that coverage have been Mikkel Pates and Jenny Schlecht, who both join me now. Well, we've all three covered all of the pandemic, but the thing that kind of is the most striking is the supply chain disruptions and the processing sector disruptions, right?
Absolutely. That's the thing that stands out to me the most is what hog producers and cattle producers have had to deal with, especially the hog producers, seeing processing shut down, having nowhere to go with animals, the price dropping, while at the same time the prices in the stores have gone off the charts.
You're seeing some resurgence, I think, of interest in the local butcher, and we've got a Brothers butcher story where there's people, putting some new energy into local processing, and I think there's more interest from the consumer on where their meat is coming from, and I think some of that is good news.
We also covered all of the COVID aid that has been disseminated, $9.5 billion of direct payments to farmers, but livestock producers in that for the first time in a very, very long time, right?
Yeah, and I think that was something that a lot of people were worried about. We've seen the MFP payments for crops, and livestock have been affected, and they really haven't seen that same level of aid. This program, livestock took the starting role, and yet it's not quite enough to cover the loss for a lot of people, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens next.
And that hits close to home for you, doesn't it?
It does, and it's very hard to look at the cattle we've had in our feedlot and what they would have been worth, what happened after I think it was about January 23rd, and the market just really fell off. And that aid will help people in the cattle industry and in the other livestock industries, but it's not going to make anyone whole.
I've been doing this a very long time. I've never seen people having to euthanize animals like they have this time around. So it's been a stunning 6 months.
Well, some great reporting. We hope the next 6 months is better. And of course, if you want to see any of the stories that we've covered, you can go to Agweek.com.